Talked about how important the weave was. AC, not just the 5 bonus armor, but it's still something. And Slater himself sitting on massive armor. They've already popped the weave now. They're looking to make a jump here. Do they go on this? They've got the night vision. They see up onto this high ground. Do they take the jump here? They go in. Oh, rush on the 2. That's fall on the ball. There's silence as well. Miracle's got no net to silence. He may just go down here. What a silence coming in. Miracle, he's getting low. Oh, he gets the match off. Now the chainsaw still bouncing around. He will survive just barely, but they've lost Doom without buyback and possibly a second lane of racks. No clip available. Vega break the OG high ground, and it could have been game over if Miracle had died there as well. Very close to being GG. Could still well be. They're going to swing towards top lane with the AC. They're pushing hard and they're pushing fast. They get another weave off. And how do you engage into this? They've got to hit an RP. There's Dewar back. RP can catch 2. Oh, the 3v3. He's silenced with RP's gone. Pulled out. What am I talking about? It was used in the last fight in GG. Vega. They break through. They take game 3. They lose the opener, but they bounce back. And they are your victors here in your opening Frankfurt Dota2 Major Group B match. Whew.
How many game-winning silences? How many game-winning silence that Solo had this game on the Stalker? Man, this guy is like the MVP. Like both the supports.
Well,
on
was
Vega
that was
really,
the
really
Death
good.
Prophet silence at the end there, I believe, because it was 2 heroes that got silenced. I think it was the Death Prophet.
I thought it was the Stalkers. But either way, they got the silence off.
Solo is still my MVP. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to that.
I could buy any item he wants, and you know, they've almost got 1,000 gold per minute lead.
Oh, tiny. Oh, tiny. That's another one down. OG just continuing the stomp train. And there's Unknown. Of course, they drop this game. They'll be going down to the lower bracket here in the main event. And, well, with that movement from... Okay, it's a nice back wall onto 2. But I don't know if there's enough to turn. There's the snowball onto Greedy. They find Lion. They'll find the Darkseer as well. Miracle's dominating. We've been talking about Notel's performance, but Miracle as well. GG's called. GG Mitre comes out for the Darkseer. And that is that. 2-0 for the side of OG. I think it's probably what a lot of people expected from this series, and they certainly got that. As Unknown, they just, as you said from the start in this game, Sin, the draft maybe wasn't there, and I think that was kind of, it was apparent in the game as well. It just never really worked, the lineup.
I think if you told me this was a best-of-3 series and you said, guess which game this is, I would have told you, I don't know which game it is, but Unknown lost the last game.
Yeah, like just from that.
It just seems from their movements and their, like, they didn't communicate very well in this game. It really seemed like they...
It goes through BKB. Oh, Moon! He gets caught by the Fiend's grip with all those melee creeps. He's just going to be taken out by the Bane solo, pretty much. But No Tail may still want to fight this one. You've got crit. They're going to TP in. They want to take this one out. They're going to go ahead and control up Solo as well as Mag. They've got the refresher. Control up. They let no one as well. But Miracle, he's stuck in the tree. He's forced to have him out. They finally get him in the fight, but perhaps it's too late. They've already lost all their control time. Now one left to lose the ultimate. Miracle's taking out these heroes, but he's going to start being kited around. He needs some additional help, especially with Pasha coming back to Glimpse back. And you can't lose the Divine. He can't afford to lose the Divine Rapier. They get the shot out, but it's still not out. Miracle fighting for his life here. They're starting to, but he can't do it. He goes down, loses the Divine Rapier. That was everything OG had. And now Vega Squadron on the victory march straight through middle lane will be your second team in the top bracket from this group.
And they call GG, no buyback. They even leave the Divine Rapier behind. They understand the position that they're in. Good game is called by OG, and what a surprise.
I mean, props to OG just sticking it through to the very end with megas and everything, still going for that big play and trying to catch somebody via the Boots of Travel TP onto the Hawk, but it was a very, very long shot to be able to come back into that game, and Vega Squadron proved 2 times in a row to be the stronger team over OG.
I mean, what a stacked group that was. I think pretty much everybody called that Group B was going to be one of the harder ones. You could make a reasonable argument for Vici, OG, or Vega to get through.
But he's got so many ways to heal up. This is so dangerous.
And this has got to be pretty soul crushing.
Oh, they've gone back to some fight.
Okay, DJ is remix just lost. He's gone. He's down for a minute, and they'll just turn for the second set of Raxi down bottom. Fnatic 50 seconds without this Bristol.
They left him behind, man. That was their hero.
And back with a cooldown, but it's probably going to turn into a cool GG at this point of the game.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty lucky. They do pop the glyph. They just got to wait for it.
They need a miracle.
Oh, all right.
This is on the other team. There we go. Beast puts a no-tail, but he gets shoved back. He's going to be fine. There's return fire going back to Black with a missile, and Miracle just shoved forward. There'll be a nightmare. There's Moon with the Echo Slam onto 2. Ohio has been co-embraced up, but no-tail's moving in with the punches. There's the toss. Tosses the zombie onto his own dad. The murder, the humanity from No-Tail. It's just too much for Fnatic, and they're going to lose the bottom racks here. Oh, man.
2 racks advantage and no signs of breaking in the slightest.
And they'll just casually walk up top, and that's your GG. OG
nothing they can do to stop the Huskar there.
There we have it. If No-Tail's the flower, OG's the whole garden. And they'll take the win. It was a Huskar game, and it was a Huskar game that they'll be very happy that they picked it.
Yeah, I don't think the Huskar was necessarily the main reason they won.
No, absolutely
It
not.
was
The
really
whole team.
the whole team created a massive amount of space, and it really allowed Miracle to get ahead and just absolutely end that out with great support play. Awesome play from everybody on OG there.
Yeah, they're going to feel very happy with that. Of course, once again, commiserations to Fnatic. They are now out of the tournament. They will go home, but OG, they move forward to the next best challenge. They will be now in best of 3s. They've got past that first hurdle. The best of 1s. It's never the nice place to be, but when you're able to find a game with a Huskar.
They could get the tower, I think. Okay, here we go.
Smoke. Here's your smoke. But as you said, they don't have the swap for this.
It's the Hail Mary, though. Something's got to give.
Oh, Moon's going to get silenced. Shards come out as well, but the Sora's there to heal. Ice Blast to fly across. That's a nice Sonic wave. They'll get the Night Stalker. But No-Tail's starting to go to work. Miracle as well with the Requiem. There's a snowball to buy them sometime, but they've lost the Drow. They've lost the AA. They're going to lose the charge. They're going to lose the bench. 4 dead. Only Cuckoo surviving, and GG is called. It's all too much from Mineski. OG just outclassing them this series. 2-0, Sin.
Yeah, this was the strong OG showing up today, and Mineski just not with their best performance. And it's an elimination game, it's a best of 3. It's a lot about mentality, the pressure that's on you. if you show up on the given day, if you're in your top form. And unfortunately for Mineski, they were not able to show what they've shown earlier in the tournament. Whereas OG, they keep it rolling, stick to their guns, very standard OG picks in both games, not really showing anything special. Maybe the PL is a little bit of a curveball from them, but everything else just standard OG stuff that works.
Absolutely. Up onto the tier 3. Nothing the VP can do to really slow this down. I mean, N0tail as well. Can't really talk too much about him, but at this point, he's just you can't kill this man. Real screen just over the crush, Phobos there with the wall.
They might get him.
Oh, the Graves! The Graves are huge, and they'll continue the fight now. Miracle moving forward, does get stunned. Will lose the Aegis here. Maybe this is it from VP. They've already managed to pop the Aegis. Can they get anything more, though? Miracle's back up. It will blink himself even further in. Phobos, well, he might go down, and he does. It's a 1-for-2. Miracle is unstoppable. With the BKB now just getting himself in position to fight. Now he goes back for the racks. So they get 2 for 1, and these are 2 heroes that do not have buyback. The pop fortification here, VP. But they'll lose mid-racks, and with the amount of push and damage that OG have, they may even lose more hit purge.
They do stun Miracle temporarily. Dual Breath is well going to reduce attack speed. But they've got 10 seconds until the Laguna Blade.
And Moon just jumping in. There's the snowball dodge here, but they still lose him. It's a killing spree for N0tail. Miracle just cleaning up. 4 down at the moment. And I don't know if VP have an answer to this.
Just 4 dead heroes, that's it.
GG! People online may have been asking, what does OG stand for? And it's because they're soaking up the applause here at the stadium. Absolutely beautiful. 2-1 to the boys. They take it, but a fantastic fight nonetheless from VP. They really did their best, but OG just turned up with a better Dota 2 today. Back over to you, Paul, on the panel.
And OG are victorious. FNG the first to congratulate the team. Very sporting indeed. And what a fabulous match. 2-1 overall. OG advance and Virtus Pro depart. With Chemical Rage, I still question he can survive in a fight. Regeneration doesn't help you that much when you got 5 Meepos around you.
The problem I have for CDC is I don't know what item build they should go. There's no like magical solution that just wins this game or brings them back on even footing. Like even, let's say we just let the game continue for 20 minutes and each team gets to buy 2 extra core items on every core. I don't think it even favors them that much. And Meepo is going to stop scaling.
You see what he's taking out of his too?
Yep.
It's
probably E-Blade.
Yeah, E-Blade. The butterfly doesn't make as much sense. But when you got that E-Blade, that instant shotgun,
it's to protect. It's mainly good on Meepo for defensive purposes, so you can just target it on the Meepo that is getting targeted. You obviously only have the ability available on the main, but it also gives very good stats. It gives 40 agility, and of course all the Meepos benefit from that. It's a very good item on the hero.
well, OG, they waited out. They're actually using this Ember Spirit illusion as bait, putting the Lincoln Sphere shield on him, so you think it's the real one. As Moon gets a little bit of extra vision. That amplification over on the Tusker, and Tusker trying to stay away from the rest of his team, but doesn't, well, it's not really going to help in a moment as the amplifications just keep kicking in for OG.
That was a pretty believable movement with the illusion. Linkening it, healing it.
It's the bait.
Oh, Beaver
whoa.
under the tip box. How is he going so fast? And now they lock in Cheeky. They keep the ensnare up, and Notal copying a hell of a lot of damage. He still needs to add spray in the global styles. Some kind of everything but crit. He stops even more aggressive counter-attack. This should be the game right now with OG. They have pitched a tent. They have planted a flag, and they own C to EC. 2-0 in this best of 3. Removing one of the strongest teams at TI5. OG come in. They proved themselves in the lower bracket.
That was such a good Meepo pick. It was the ideal draft for OG because of the way they can play around this hero. They identify the opening to go for the hero. Just exceptional play from them. CDC, I think, looking at ease of execution, I'm saying this against the team with Meepo, but the ease of execution, when you're able to play the hero, CDC have to play this so well in order to stay in it. And OG, they just found everything they needed in this game. Beautiful play.
They really did, and they found
home are left just ineffective as another Aegis goes the way of OG. Miracle once again going to get the surge, seeing if he can catch anybody, but eHome, they're running out of opportunities now.
This is such a rough position for them to be in. They wanted to fight before the Aegis popped. Just because of how farmed the Phantom Lancer already is, taking him out twice is quite the feat. They don't have the Aghanim Scepter completed on the Lina either. The damage just isn't quite there for them yet. The Phantom Lancer even picking up a Blink Dagger, so they have a better way to initiate as well. Get on top of them. The final assault coming in from OG.
It's the impossible hold for eHome as they are down over 20,000, almost 25,000 gold, and OG,
They have the extra life. They're going to go for Miracle. Trying to blow him up first. They bring him pretty low, but it's not quite enough.
He's got the
Miracle's going to turn around. He's got it on TTY. Miracle turns. He fights. He's got the mech. He doesn't care if he goes down. He's trading space for Notal. He's already taken out the Earthshaker. He'll turn around on Old Chicken as well. 2 down. Go for a third. And E-Home, they call it. That's all over. OG guaranteed top 3 and their chance to take on Evil Geniuses in the lower bracket finals.
They couldn't go big, so they're going home as eHome get eliminated. They're going to end 4th. A great showing by them, but OG, they keep their run alive. Fantastic play by them in every single lane.
And the crowd hyped as all hell as OG make it a top 3 Western teams here at the first major.
what a show by OG for an amateur team, going from bringing up Miracle.
Their Blink, a huge item potentially. The heart's now up on Arteezy, and Fear to go with his Necro 3 has a Blink and a gem that was picked up by PPD. So everyone getting their next items as they move on towards bottom, but Miracle and he's pushing out the wave. He does make it. The Shaker of Moon also retreating. Everybody able to escape, but EG are still hunting. They're gonna lead with the Necro 3 here. OG are smoked. This could get ugly for Notail. He's down in an awkward position. That initial board slow comes out. The Roar's there to follow up. Are they going to commit a curse for this as well? There's the snowball save. Prince looking to turn it. Miracle runs in. He gets the stun up Fear, but he's used up. He's kept out of the fight. Arteezy's going to try to lock him down. The Echo, though. Arteezy's dying so fast. It hits Somail on the charge through it. Arteezy gets chopped up. He's down for the count. No buyback for 100. Universe could be next. GG! OG, the green dream! It lives on! The green dream prevails. They send the boys in blue packing, and they have a date with Team Secret in the best of 5 Frankfurt Major Grand Finals. This is the most unlikely lower bracket run in the history of Dota 2.
This is so absurd. The amount of times they had their backs pressed against the wall, one game away from elimination against eHome, against Fnatic. They've done it again against EG.
Unbelievable. Words can't describe this run. It is something the likes of which I have.
One unit through the top. The mid and the bottom will take care of itself. They've got super creeps pushing in through those lanes. Chrissy Pistoni on the barrel of a refresher orb on this Wyvern. There's so much money on OG. And while we've seen Envy do a lot, look where Secret are. This is kind of telling you the tale of the game right now. They have got 4 heroes hiding inside their well. Pilot Eye is the only one forward. This almost beats like they're doing a smoke maneuver. The Invoker is inching his way forward. He sees Pylai die, and Team Secret, there goes your Hex. Secret, they kind of, well, they're not even going to respond. They just let the Tiny die.
They want Tiny to go out and find someone and toss him to the fountain and just lock him up and blow him up.
Is that the only dream? Have we actually come back to the point where we're almost looking at fountain hooking? What? The old classic puppy way?
Secret. What?
They're letting it go. They've got no choices.
There's no time rating in a grand final, Secret.
There is not. Maybe they're also buying time just to talk this out, because right now things have just gotten completely out of control. OG again the Megas, and OG, like, it's gifted. There's just nothing else coming. They're not calling the game. OG now have Mega Creep the Secret. The Tiny's up in 6 seconds. They can fight as 5, but that's going to be it. In fact, they just call it before the Tiny is up. GG. OG will take game number 1 against Team Secret, who forfeited AFK inside their fountain. What a start.
Instead of calling GG right away, of course, the moment they call GG, they go out the booth, break time starts. This is the same as taking a timeout, basically, and just getting a little extra time to talk through the game. They do call GG in the end, though, instead of letting OG end the game. So it seems like, okay, they got the key points across that they wanted before their break. And to me, the key point has got to be, why do we keep fighting them? Why do we keep looking for these kills against a team that has so many good defensive abilities when our lineup is tailored around? Be very careful. I don't think brute force is the way to go. I think OG, as much as it is probably pretty scary at this point, they have to play map control for another up to 10 minutes and get that Roshan. Secret seem to have got an edge over the last couple of fights. It's like they've figured out how to find the right assault angles into the fights. And Slark has got enough items that it works.
I'm wondering if this is now going to be Moon's way of, like, giving his team another chance. If he can complete up a Bloodstone, trigger it during the fight, and then just give that extra life back to OG. I don't feel he'll ever complete it. He's just got the Soul Booster at the moment. And Envy, this is not where you want to go, with the Shadow Blade's going to come underneath the Observer and Sentry Ward. They can see him clearly. We can feel a trigger against the BKB off as well as the oldie. Attacking in the clockwise, gets the badge. The hookshot won't get him out of here. The Miracle catching Weeha, and with a curse, 2 minutes on the sideline. Buyback is available. The Pilot Eyes on the run. The homing missile sending him in. Miracle just knobs all over him. The buyback comes out from Weeha now. He needs to stop this momentum on the bottom lane before OG can reach it, but he's so scared to come out.
And this time around, the positional advantage was for OG. Weeha couldn't find an angle. He blinked into the middle of the OG team and just got killed by Alchemist, getting absolutely nothing off. And that crucial mistake just forced Secret to try to disengage, but Alchemist ran down Envy. This game is over.
It really feels like it without this luck. Team Secret just lacking the firepower to repel OG. Misery trying to get around the back. They got the Nightmare, keeping Miracle out. Weehaw blinks forward, but now Kursal controlling Misery as well. Gyrocopter finally free of the Fiend Grip. He can let the call down go. The BKB trigger from Secret. They need space, they need time, they need another hope, but it doesn't really exist. They've lost too many heroes. Secret, GG, and OG. The dream is one game away. They are 2-0 against Team Secret in this best of 5 finals. The run through the entire lower bracket. It was even rough in the group. You could have said they could have come through into the upper bracket, but they were bumped down and now staring down 3 championship game opportunities against Team Secret.
It's incredible how many clutch plays both teams had in this game. This reminded me of the winners bracket final between Team Secret and Evil Geniuses. Some of the best games there. This is absolutely top quality Dota we're witnessing, and this time again OG. This is
Actually,
not
see it.
good for OG.
It's because it's nighttime, they don't see it. Envy's gonna jump in. Secret have done the wraparound. They bring down Sven Christian's forward, but Moon, he can't get his Echo Flame off in the fight. At least he's going to be isolated on the side. Miracle lining up for the ulti. Eternal Envy, the other one really being hit hard by it. And there's your Echo Slam, but so ineffective against Team Secret. Miracle isolated in the mid lane. And now Manda Styles tries to dodge the cold feet, able to do so. But you've still got too much follow-up here from Secret. They haven't lost a single iota. And with that roll forward, Crip at least going to try and blink himself up the Misery, equal to the task. And that is a team wipe. Not only is it a team wipe, Roshan has just respawned. So it's a full wipe and the Aegis and the Cheese coming the way of Team Secret.
And now we're reaching that point where Secret need to really baffle the scientists to lose this game. It's basically as simple as go top, send Envy in front, have him hit the barracks, force OG to initiate into you. You have Grave to save him, you have Cheese, Aegis on the Lina. You just need to draw cooldowns from OG, hit a couple of key spells, and they should be taking the racks and actually 2 lanes and the game.
Envy's already here. Already blows this stun. Watch his mana. 280 at the moment. They Nightmare. He only needs 160 to get that ulti off, and Weehaw now going to arrive. The Fiend's Grip over the Wraith King. The Icebreaker Ray instantly gets, and they like two to play down this man with the crutch as well. I don't know if OG feel like they can defend this. In fact, they don't. GG! Team Secret will force us into a 4th game and avoid the whitewash of OG here at the Frankfurt Major final.
And now I am extremely curious about the next draft because what was it? Secret in this game chose Dire. So, and OG chose first pick, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, they went for...
Sorry, OG chose second pick.
OG chose second pick,
yes.
How are they going to adjust to the changes? Because this game was totally different from the last 4 they've played.
Interesting tower now. So Weehaw finished up a full Heaven's Halberd. Normally this wouldn't really be effective up against OG, but because Miracle is going for a butterfly build and not the BKB, he can still be disarmed.
The problem is it's not damage. So yes, you buy more time, but OG are already playing sustain mode, so...
They're coming. They find an opening. It's going to be over on Moon with the Fiend's Grip being committed. What have they got left? Amplification sold by Crit, but Moon is still going to go down on Willie. He walks away with 500 lives. The Brewmaster Split's gone. This is the last hurrah right now for Team Secret. What have they got? Probably not enough. Misery back in, just walking towards his death, and the Doom on Envy. Crit spins in front of him, and he picks him up, throwing Envy Envy back. The Shallow Grave will buy a little bit of time, but only a little bit. The Doom, it won't ensure the kill. Envy getting a big heal bomb. And Moon keeps trying to fight Envy back into the spin. But it's a double kill for Crit. The Rubik going to work. Puppy's on the retreat, but there are so many OG heroes behind him. All 5 of them. The Shallow Grave again buying time for Secret to 5x2 heroes. Concoction flying forward. Keeps Moon now at the fight, but again they lose to Dazzle. Weehaw's has a spray. It's making it so OG think twice about coming in, but they thought about it and now they're coming in. That mid lane, OG staring down the barrel of Megas and Team Secret. They don't have the men to fight this.
Stolen Concoction.
Another stun to be given to OG. And he's already prepping it. Blink forward, looking towards Envy. If he can just at least fade out the spin, that's going to be worth it. And there it is. 18 seconds without spin. Miracle just beating into that melee Rex, and now he actually steals spin as well. He can take a little bit of damage off, and a Blink 3-man crush. Envy looking for the damage bomb. The Concoction is going to be there. How much have they got? Misery forced off him away. We are there. Your Requiem from Miracle with the Raiders combined. Secret, they've taken too much damage. OG have got it. They've got the TTR from Secret. OG, they fight all the way through the lower bracket and will be claimed the champions of the first ever Dota2 Major live here in Frankfurt. A huge run, the dream run, achieving what no other team has done, and no other team will probably achieve for a very long time. A much-deserved title, the dream title, and they thank their audience. The crowd here have been behind them the whole way. OG, they are the champions.